Stop ruining your Cricut mats when you clean them. This is something that frustrates me so much. I see so many people share how to clean Cricut mats, and then I go to groups and I see people sharing, oh no, I stripped my mat. Here's the thing. When you clean your Cricut mats, it's a fact of life of Cricut crafting that a new mat looks like this, and a used mat looks like this, and starts ruining your projects. It comes loose from the mat while it's cutting, double cuts in the wrong spots, and yeah, your project's done for. So you do need to clean your mats occasionally, and they actually do need to be replaced occasionally. However, you definitely can get a little bit more use out of it by cleaning it. Today I'm going to show you how to clean your mats properly. Now, the biggest thing that you need to know is this is great for cleaning your craft room. It is not great for cleaning your mats because it tends to be too harsh and it strips it. Now, I'm not saying that you might not be able to successfully clean mats. I've tried different ways. There were times when it worked and there were times when it didn't. But your biggest issue is going to be removing the glue. And this is a very, very harsh cleanser. This Dawn dish soap, if you can tell, it's just been craft roomized. It's oil paints. Is much gentler. It's meant to be used on hands, for example, and so therefore it's much gentler. And you're going to want to use this to clean your mats, not something too harsh. Your next thing is you're not going to want to be too aggressive with scraping it off because you're going to scrape off the glue. Now I'm going to show you hands-on how to do this. I'm going to demonstrate it to you so that you can see on actual dirty mats. Again, it's not going to be like, no, it's going to need to be replaced eventually, but you're going to find that it's sticky again and that a lot of the fluff that gets stuck on it, the material residue, is going to be removed. All right, so we're next to the sink in my craft room, and I have 3 mats that need cleaning. I actually have a lot more, but I'm going with the 3 that have the most potential. So this one I know I've cleaned before. This is actually stripped off, but I feel like it could stick again because it's got all of this, and I feel like over there if I clean it, it could really stick again. This is a purple mat that's also been heavily used. You can see the mask ear tab things. It still sticks, and I sometimes use it in place of a blue or green mat, but it is no longer effective as a purple StrongGrip mat. And this is the FabricGrip. I've never tried cleaning a FabricGrip, but because we're using fabric and it has a lot of little fibers, it's actually the most important. We're going to use a scraper. Say I decorated mine. Dawn dish soap, water, which I'm right next to a sink, and a sponge. Now, I may also bring in the paper towels later. I'm sort of doing this on the fly, although I've done it this way before, but yeah. And if there's anything physically loose, you can gently scrape it off, like these fibers can be scraped off in advance, but it doesn't really have to be. And what we're going to do is we're going to just sort of spread some dish soap on, wet the sponge, and we're going to use the sponge to sort of squeeze some water on, suds it up, and get up a good lather. I'm not scraping anything. I'm going gentle in circular motions, getting some water on there, and some suds. All right, as you can see, I have a nice and sudsed up and soapy. And here's where I'm going to leave you for about half an hour. I want the soap to be able to work and loosen all those fibers. So we're going to do that also with the other mats. We let it soak. Now here's another mistake that people make. If you take the scraper now and you try scraping everything off, you're likely going to get a lot of adhesive. So you want to avoid using the scraper at this point. Now at the point where you have something so stuck that you're like, it's not going to work there anyway, it's worth trying to use the scraper because it might help. We're going to rather take a paper towel, which is much gentler, and you're just going to go in circular motions. And most of the fibers, I don't know how well you can see this, but most of the fibers here, you could probably compare over here to here, most of the fibers are coming off. And let's do this spot so you can really see, because over here it's pretty bad. I cut felt there. And you can see it's totally coming off. And you are sudsing it up a little bit more, but this is not strong enough to get your adhesive off. This is just strong enough to get all those fibers that are stuck in out to help it become sticky again. And in places where you've actually ruined the mat, where you've cut through, it's not going to repair. Those spots need to be replaced, need to be used less. They will be somewhat sticky after I do this, so it's not totally wasted. You can do this with a sponge if you're a little more eco-conscious. I do find that the paper towel does work better, and my sponge honestly still has some soap in it. I don't know if necessarily that's something that I want. So we are cleaning this quite well. Again, not even elbow grease. In half an hour you could clean of active time, not waiting time. You could clean 10 mats. Definitely worth it. you know, you have a good selection. You just have to refresh them occasionally. You don't have to do it all the time. Now that it looks pretty much like I've gotten all the fibers off, I'm going to give it a quick rinse and then let it sit until I am ready to see if it's good. Until it's totally dry, and then it should be pretty much re-sticky. If your surface is wet, you obviously want to dry it off just so that you're not, you know. Okay, you can put it down on a towel if you want, or just plain like I am. You could try wiping off some of the water in advance gently. You're not going to be able to totally dry it because it's getting sticky again. It's kind of going to feel like magic when you're done and it sticks again, because right now it's wet. Wet things aren't sticky. And again, the worse shape it was to begin with, the worse shape it's going to stay. So eventually you just have to give up on a mat. This mat I have had since 2020, this particular one. I know because I cut the mask frames on it, the mask ear protector thingies on it. So I know I've had it at least since then. And so yes, eventually you have to give up on your mats or downgrade them to a lower strength, but you definitely can revive them. All right guys, here it is. It's dried after maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Whoosh! What do you say, usable? This one, the green, it's not as dry, so it's harder to test. But it sticks on my hands. It's once again sticky. That one's been through more. It's been washed more times, so it's not as sticky as it was. And this one, which I've heavily abused and used, is once again sticky. Now, is it really StrongGrip? I'm not 100% sure. I do need to give it a little more time to dry, but it's definitely a lot stickier than it was. So I hope that's helpful. In a nutshell, just to recap, you don't want to use very, very harsh cleansers because that's going to strip the glue. You want to use something gentler. You want to use a sponge or something very, very gentle and soft to gently rub off all the residue. You're not scraping off a layer. You're just trying to loosen the fibers that get stuck and cause it to not be sticky anymore. So I hope that helped. Soaking it is another point. If you soak it, it really helps to loosen up those fibers. You can always let it go another round, but I don't necessarily recommend doing it. Here is the one. I think even just doing it once showed me that it is definitely stickier, and this definitely worked. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you've tried this, if you have any tips to add. So there you have it. 3 mats that are once again sticky. As you can see, quite sticky. They do need to dry a little bit more. The StrongGrip, sticky, 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 needs to dry on the back. And possibly the most compelling of all of them, but it seems like it got wet again. Nope, it's good. The most compelling of all of them is the FabricGrip one, because that one we're going to find ourselves getting endless fibers stuck in. And the fact that we can re-stick it is amazing. There are people who I've seen spray adhesives on it. I'm always going to only share with you what I test and what I recommend. Personally, I think that if you're already spraying adhesives, because you don't know that it's the correct adhesive for that level, I don't necessarily think it's a bad idea in general. Then you could figure it out on your own to sort of like DIY a mat from what you have. But I do think that at that point you're better off just replacing the mats. They're not that expensive. But this is a great way to re-stick, especially when you just randomly get too many fibers in, rather than if it's just like been overused a lot. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions. I will always try to share with you things that are tried and tested, that I've vetted, that I've made sure really work, that I've tried different ways, and to share with you the best way to do it. So if you like that style of tutorial, definitely follow, subscribe, share this with your friend, leave a comment, hit the like button, and let this video reach more people.